Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to another live stream here on the Chill Out Flight channel. A nice Sunday afternoon trip from Molde in Norway down to Kristiansand in the south of Norway. And we're going to fly Norwegian. And as you may be able to tell, my hair is now red, which matches the front end of the Norwegian Airlines that we have for this afternoon. Let's have a look. So you can see it's got a nice red top, which my hair is now red as well. Pretty cool. But yeah, so we're up here at Molde. We've got the new ORBX scenery for Molde, which I'm not entirely sure whether it should be covered in snow or not. This is live weather and live time, and the temperature outside is currently 9 degrees, so I don't think it should have much snow kicking around. But also, if we it's a bit of a stutter. Also, if we grab the drone cam a second and nip up in the air, if I can get it to work, there we go. If we nip up in the air and spin this way, all of this is water. I don't think that should be frozen water either. So I'm not sure whether we should leave it at live weather or we should go and put a preset in. But yeah, this should not. I don't think it should be all frozen. But anyway, it is what it is, I guess. If we want to leave it like that, we can. We'll see the snow-capped Norwegian mountains on the way down. But yeah, so we are in the obviously A320neo, the latest experimental version from fly-by-wire. Plane's completely cold and dark, and we need to go and get it set up and crack on. But let's have a look in the chat. Airdog buddy, welcome along. Reen, hope you're doing well, mate. Welcome along as well. And also you guys watching on Twitch and also across on Trovo as well. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon live stream. So what we'll do is we'll go and hop in the flight deck. We'll get a few things set up and we'll get ourselves underway. We'll have a look at the flight plan and see what fuel we may need and some other bits and bobs. Patrice, welcome buddy, hope you're doing well. If we jump on the overhead as well. Why is that not working? There we go. I'm good, thank you buddy. Yeah, very well. External power, APU can come on as well. Let's just turn up the sim sound a little bit. There we go. So yeah, batteries on, APU is fired up. We'll arm the emergency lights. We will cruise supply, ground control as well. And we'll align the IRSs to nav. While we're up this way, we may as well do the APU fire test as well. Engine number 1 fire test. There's the squibs. And engine number 2. Squibs all looking good. We'll go and stick the nav logo light on, and as far as I can send up there, let's go and jump back down to the flight deck, and we'll brighten up a few of these screens. It's nice and bright and sunny. Get a bit of brightness on the go. Flight time is about 1 hour and 4 minutes, and we're cruising. I think our cruise level today is flight level 350 on the way down. We do have to have a look at a bit of terrain on the way out, but I don't think that's anything too exciting for the time being. We'll set the QNH, still quite high pressure over Europe, 1038. It was up to, yesterday where I am, was up to 1044, I think, yesterday afternoon, so very high pressure. Currently sat over the UK and parts of Northern Europe as well. So it's, the weather is rather nice at the moment for this time of year. Let's get that all brightened up, good stuff, and let's go and grab the flight plan into from SimBrief into the EFB. There it is. We're going, like I said, Molde down to Kristiansand. Flight time, yeah, about 1 hour and 5 minutes. That, even though that says 1 hour and 35 minutes, it is only an hour and 5 minutes. Yeah, sorry, hour and 2 minutes. Pretty good. We got alternate. We're going to go to Oslo if we can't get into Kristiansand. And we got a block fuel of 6 tons. So if we go and grab that, and we'll put in, let's take 6. We'll take 6.2. Should do the job. Not that much. 6.2 tons. That'll get loaded in. Airdog, your game's crashed again. Are you still having issues with your sim? So yeah, I've got the fuel in. Let's go and grab some passengers and get them cracking. And we'll jump into the McDo. Actually, mine's not too happy this afternoon either. That's better. Let's go and have a look in here. We should have a valid air rack. Let's have a look. Yeah, 23rd of March. And we'll go back and we'll do the ATSU AOC. And we'll do the init press. I reckon we can have some music on while we'll do this as well. So it's a bit of Sunday afternoon chill. Let's go and grab that data request. There, 1 hour 2 minutes. We are North Shuttle 2125. You have massive SPS drops at the scenery airport. Wow. I wonder whether it is. Did you say you got pretty much the same specs as me as well? Go and get some payload in. We have 160 passengers going down, and we'll start them boarding as well. And we'll go and grab the init request. So yeah, cost index quite high, 41. Flight level 340 for the cruise. Thought that said 350 for the cruise. We'll leave it at 34 for now. That shouldn't be too much of an issue. Block fuel, we took 6.2 tons. 0 fuel weight. Can go in. And the fuel for the alternate is going to be 1.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, cabin crew, I'd like to take
there we go, that can go in, and we'll go and get the trip wind as well.
Some paperwork up front here, waiting to see final numbers from the ground.
Trip wind, average wind is going to be minus 29.
Shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full undivided attention as they review the safety.
Bit of a headwind, unfortunately, but that's not going to add too much on. Yeah, I just wonder whether your 8 gigs is a little bit low then.
Welcome aboard.
Mine's, what's mine? Mine's 32. I guess you would see a big issue even if you just doubled that up to 16. I would have thought you would see a big difference. But yeah, I've got 32 in mine. Good stuff, right. So that's init B done. Let's go and have a look at the flight plan. From Molde, we're going to go off runway, I think it's going to be runway 25. Now, Molde doesn't have any taxiways out at 25 or 07. So it will be enter and the backtrack. And we're going to do the Tuto 1 Bravo departure. There it is, Tuto 1 Bravo. We'll insert that. And into Kristiansand, it's going to be runway ILS 03. Now, if we have a look at this flight plan, the arrival in is the Pevian 1 Lima, but that is only a transition. It's a Pevev transition onto there, but they don't seem to have any chart relating to this arrival for some reason. If I go to approach stars, RNAV arrivals from Pevev, and then this way in to Utogi. So I'm not sure why that won't come up. We'll pin that chart anyway. We'll be able to see what we need to do. Not below 100, and as we come down this way, that's the clearance limit there. Height in that area is 4,000 feet, so we know once we get into this circle anyway, 4,000 feet will be fine. And we need to be at, I think it's 3,000 feet. Yeah, 3,000 feet by a INRAT anyway, so we'll be good to get into there. So we're not going to put a star in because there's not one available for us. And we'll just check any discontinuities there, which there's not. I reckon it's 53 minutes flying time, which is good as well. Right, let's go and have a look at some performance. We'll grab the performance calculator here, and we're going to get some of that in. Yeah, I've not put you in the full screen, have I? There you go. And we'll refresh the overlay because that reckons ENML. There we go. A bit better. Right, so we are ENML. We'll grab the stuff. We runway 25. We'll grab the METAR. So yeah, winds 245 knots, 10 degrees. QNH, like I said, 1038. Runway condition is, well, slippery wet. I would say contaminated because it's got snow on. But yeah, temperature's 10 degrees, so I don't know. 10 degrees, but outside it does have snow, so we'll leave that on. Engine anti-ice can be off. And we've gone to the init page and grab 65.1 for the takeoff weight. So contaminated runway will always give, or it should always give, a toga thrust. I'm not sure it'll let us do a config 1+F, Let's just try that. Yeah, contaminate. So it's going to be a... We can do a flex, but he reckons we want toga. So we'll do toga out of here. Still do config 1 plus F toga, 28, 33, 39. Limitation again is always going to be takeoff weights. 1010 for the thrust reduction, acceleration, and engine. Now it's going to be 1010 too. Green dot is 220. So let's go on. We'll do config 1. Flex we're not going to do because we're doing toga. And we'll put in 128, 133, and 139. And we're going to put in 1010 feet for both of those. 10 and 1010 again across on the other side for the engine out. Acceleration. That should go in. Pop. There it is. So, good stuff, right? Anything else we need to have a look at now? I think we're pretty much done. We'll get the initial stop climb, which is going to be on the Tupop 1 Bravo is initial climb clearance is 6,000 feet. Let's go and pop that in. We can get constraints on both sides. That looks good. We can now close the flight deck door. We're fueled up, so we can go and get the... Why won't this jump onto the overhead? There we go. Get some fuel pumps on. No smokers on. Seatbelt signs can also come on. And we now got fuel. We are an active plane, so let's get the strobes on as well. Cool, there we are, all set up. Next bit to do will be having a quick look at the taxi out of here. Let's have a look. So yeah, it's not a big airport, is Molde. So, like I said, there's no taxiways out, so it'll be on to 2507 via Echo all the way along. We'll backtrack and we'll get ourselves sorted that way. So we need to push back with our nose facing to our right. Let's go and grab the pushback geezer. And we can get that pre-planned while we do the rest of our checks, and we can get ourselves underway very soon. So if we just zoom out a bit. So if we go here and then back a bit. Around somewhere like... I reckon like that should do the trick. We'll request a tug.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
There it comes. All our doors are nice and closed now. Looks pretty cool. Good stuff. I think that might actually be a little bit brighter on the ND and the PFD as well. That is all good. The flaps are retracted. Spoilers are... spoilers are retracted and the flaps are at 0. Thrust levers are at idle. Cockpit door shut. We'll reset the rudder trim just to make sure. And I think with that, guys, I think we are ready to go, I reckon. Let's just
The parking brakes are set. You may lift. Parking brakes set. Lifting the aircraft.
quick look outside. They need to go away, obviously.
We are cleared for start and push. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
I think we've done all the checks. Everything's all good. I think we'll get ourselves going to Kristiansand. So if we release the parking brakes,
Parking brakes are released.
get rid of that.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. Yeah, we'll start in the sequence.
Yeah, Reen, that's it. Exactly. Yeah, that's the new pushback thing. It's pretty cool. It's like a better pushback for X-Plane, isn't it? Where you can pre-plan it. APU bleed needs to be on. And there goes the N2 on engine number 2. We'll start the clock. And away we go. Yeah, it is much nicer not to be able to have to look outside or control the pushback. You just pre-plan it, and there we go. It's doing it all all for us. Just pretty good. And there's a lovely looking snowy Molde. There's a fire engine. He'll be keeping an eye to make sure we don't cock it up later on. Well, I'm having some stutters today. Jeez. Proper stutters. That'll be because I did a Windows update before and it's not happy, I don't think. Yeah, there we go. Real stutters this afternoon. So we'll just wait for that to become available, which it is. There it is. I'm going to start engine number 1. While that happens, we'll go and do a flight control check and just double check everything is all doing what it should. So let's have a look at the elevators. We've got full up. Parking brake set. Full down. And we have full right. Full left. And we'll check the rudders. Rudders full left and rudders full right. There we go.
Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Put that back to engine. We'll go and get the predictive wind shear on. And we'll turn that on. That can come to auto. We'll clear out the transponder. 2000. Can go in and we'll just wait for this engine to start and we'll get ourselves going. So the taxi, like I said, is going to be the second right onto Echo, all the way down to 5, backtrack, and then we'll get going. Yo, Macha, welcome along, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, there we are. Good start. Engine number 2 and number 1. Everything else is tickety-boo. Parking brake ignition can go back to normal. TCAS is standby. We'll sort that out when we get towards the runway. And then we'll go and get the APU off. Bleed off. You ready for takeoff? Excellent stuff. The fire engine is also on standby just in case we have a bit of a problem. But you'll have a nice window seat on the way out. I imagine your seat will be somewhere like that. Lovely over the wing. Should be pretty cool. View. So anyway, like we said, let's get ourselves going down to Kristansand. The second right onto Echo 25 all the way along, backtrack, and we will scoot on out of here. So let's get rid of that parking brake. We'll give it some motion lotion to the engines and let's get going. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure whether there should be this much snow on the actual runway and around here this time of year. I know Molde's quite northern Norway, but it's 10 degrees. Yesterday when I checked out this scenery, it was 14 degrees, and I'm sure that it shouldn't be this snowy. Let's get ourselves out to the right because we are going to go on an active runway. Let's get these lights on ready, and that can come on as well. But yeah, I'm pretty sure at 10 degrees that would have melted most of the snow off compared to what this is actually showing.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
There we are. Nothing coming that way. Nothing coming this way. Not sure why I'm getting so many stutters this afternoon. It must be something to do with that Windows update that I did earlier, annoyingly. What a load of rubbish. See that? Oh, my computer's not too happy with something. That's a bit better. Cool, right. little bit of a taxi. It's about half the length of the runway. We've got the taxi down, and then we'll spin ourselves round. However, while we do this bit of taxiing, we can just do the spoilers can be armed. We'll have max auto brake, and we'll go and get the cabin sat on their asses. Yeah, it is exactly. Yeah, it's exactly for the PC. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure there's a. Can you not use that on Xbox as well? Because it is only USB. I'm not 100% sure on that whether you can, but I don't know whether some people do. All right, there we are. Let's go and get this thing spun around. See if we can do a handbrake turn around this corner, just for a laugh. Give it a bit of throttle. The snow makes FPS joy. Yeah, I can imagine the snow, but I might have to. Like I said, I'm not sure. I don't think it should be this cold or snowy. Yeah, McChat is really good, to be honest. It gives you the full kind of immersion, if you like. There we are. Something. If we get lined up straight, then we get ourselves out of here. I've also got the obviously got the side stick as well. I may just get rid of this live weather if it's causing that many stutters. I think, like I said, I don't think it should be snowy. See if we can get rid of these stutters. Live weather, off you go. The weather is nice down here anyway, so should make for double check. Yeah, Cav okay, 10 degrees, light wind. So yeah. That'll be something along the lines of that. We'll reset the QNH. Be 1013 now. Takeoff config check is good. Flaps are at config 1+F. Auto brake is max. V speeds 128, 139. Climb nav 1FD2, 6000 blue. Auto brake max. QNH 1013. Auto brake, like I said, is max. Signs are on, cabins are advised, spoilers are armed, flaps are at config 1+F. Takeoff config is takeoff config is normal, and we have ECAM memo is takeoff no blue. So I reckon we're good to scoot off. Lightning for life, welcome along, buddy. Thanks for your sub. So here we go. If you're ready, let's get ready to go to Kristiansand. TARA for the TCAS, and we are going to do a toga takeoff. There we go. Man toga SRS. Auto thrust is armed in blue. Still getting no stutters. However, not as bad as with the snow on the ground, I don't think. There's 100 knots. V1. Rotate, up we go. It's a positive climb, and the gear's going up. And it's a straight climb out on the heading. 250 degrees. Lightning for life, it took forever, buddy. Absolutely ages. Was it like originally? I mean, I got this way back August 2020 when it first came out. There's leave a climb, thrust climb nav 6000 blue, alt blue as well. Yeah, it was like 128 gig or something daft like that. My internet's not the best, anyway. But yeah, it took absolutely forever. I flew this yesterday just to check out. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? Just to check out the airports before I actually streamed this today, and it was there was no stutters on it. There's that S speed. Anyway, we track the flaps. With that, we can get rid of the spoilers, and also we can get that turned off as well. Yeah, it literally takes ages. I'm not sure what. I mean, I'm assuming it's to do with the speed of the Microsoft servers as well. But it's Cruising altitude today, flight level 340 for the cruise. Look at that on the nose. How cool is that? So I'll double check. I think it's actually, let's go and just have a look at the flight plan. I'm sure we set 340 for the cruise. Flight plan. It's got 340. Then at Bergen we can go up to 35. So it's a step climb a bit later on. But at the Foxtrot Lima Sierra Via, wow, that's pretty much halfway in our flight, I reckon. Let me see. Let's have a look. That's going to be somewhere down by Bergen, I think. Where's Bergen? There it is. That'll be FLS. Yeah, Fleishland. So that's where we can go up to flight level 350, halfway in, more or less. But yeah, the flight literally right down the western side of Norway. I mean, you can't get much of a coastal cruise than that, can you? There's speed out star 6000 for now. We'll just continue on to our cruise level. This sim is not happy this afternoon. There we go. 340, whack it up. Thrust climb up and climb 340 blue. Perfect. I mean, that is quite, that's quite swish, isn't it? Not often you can get a sim straight out the box that looks as good as that. Not like the fact of like if you got a game on mobile called Flights. Oh, F-Flight Simulator, and it's really good. Oh, that's pretty cool. Is that something along the lines of Infinite Flight as well? They do that, don't you, on mobile, I think. But you have to pay for their sub or something, I believe, for Ultimate Extra or something, or whatever it's called. Those stutters seem to have gone away now. Ideally. So yeah, anyway, we said that was a route and literally right down the coast towards Bergen and then down to Leirvik and then Stavanger. Cut across a little bit and then this is the arrival in. But like I said, we haven't got an arrival in. It's an Arnav. It's an Arnav arrival with the Peveb transition. So it all culminates down here at Utogi. No matter which way you come in. From the southeast, the southwest, the west, or the north, you all come to Utogi. And if you're coming from the east, obviously, then it's the Ipnus and the Ofsil transition. But yeah, this is going to be our plan. We're going to get to Pevev. We need to cross Pevev, flight level 100, and then not below flight level 100 down here. After that, we can come down to 3,000 feet. MSA is 4,000 feet, but obviously that must not apply. That's 4,300 in the top. Oh, you pay £4 a month, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, 4,300 in the top northeastern sector of that MSA. 4,000 from Solsea down to Charlie November 805, Charlie November 800. 3,000 is the platform altitude at INRAT for the ILS as well. So we will, in a minute or two, just get these lights off. We're above 10,000 feet. Yeah, we are. Good stuff. Landing lights off. This is not playing game today. Look at this. What is it doing? Off. Off. That is off. That is off. Good stuff. Yo, Cloud Gaming. Welcome, buddy. You can get rid of the throttle cam for now, and you can see a bit more of the screen. I wonder if we can we add step climbs in this yet or not? If we go here, has it got a step climb option? No, it hasn't. Not yet. We can just check and make sure. So Pevev was the start of that arrival, which is here. So we should have the rest of these points since. Let's have a quick look. So from Pevev, we need to go via... That's taking us straight to Inrat. So there's a bit missed off. Pevev direct to Inrat, which is not going to work. So let's have a look at the arrival. ILS-03. On Twitch, buddy. Hope you're doing alright in the cheap seats in the back. The cabin crew been round with your drinks yet, or not, on your snacks? Not sure whether Norwegian make you pay through the nose, do they? Pevel 1 Lima. Via Utogi. Put that in. We'll insert that. Should give us a few extra points. Sol CC Air, yeah, Charlie member 805, 800, and then to Utogi. And Inrat being the start the RS. Perfect stuff. I do like some of these views. It's pretty cool. Glass of wine and enjoying the view. Perfect. These are the even cheaper seats. You get these for about £2 if you want to sit somewhere just here. Means you can afford to have more wine. This is a premium seat where you're actually inside and don't need to wear a jacket. You got your money back. There's a lot of people say they want their money back. I didn't know what Microsoft would like about getting it back. Sometimes it can be a bit crappy, can't they? With that type of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to just while we're doing this and looking around at this stuff, I'm going to put in, because it's not a long flight, 300 miles. We're going to put in we'll put in our topper drop to make sure that we're not too high or too low. So having a quick gander at this. Pevev. We can fly flight level 100 at Pevev, but we're going to be flight level 100 for quite a while. What's that? We've got 22, 35, 42, 49. It's going to be 50, 60 odd miles at that. So if we aim to be not above flight level 100 here, it's Charlie November 807. We don't go there, do we? Let's it's 3,000 Otogi. Let's have a look. Where's Otogi at? Inrat. That's 5 miles. So that's about the 15 mile. It's a 10 mile final. 5 miles from Otogi. So if we aim to be 3,000 feet at Otogi, which is the initial approach fix. So let's go and pop that in. Otogi and 3,000 feet. What we're cruising at. 3-4. Go and do this. And then 3,000 feet. We need 97 miles roughly for that top of descent. 97 for that radius. Entry out of range. It's not out of range. Oh, that might be actually 97. Thank you. And we'll put an extended descent line in as well. Echo November Charlie November 03. And then we can grab the chart and just get that reciprocal, which is 212. for that radial there. Cool. So we should have... We zoom out a little bit. There's our top of descent, and there we got the extended descent line. Should we cock it up or something like that, we can fly out to that blue dash line and then self-vector in after that to sort ourselves out. Cool. So yeah, I'm not entirely impressed with the stutters this afternoon. There's another one. So we'll see how we get on. I have to go out this afternoon at 3:20, so in 2 hours' time. I was hoping to get the return trip back in, so we can do a landing into Molde as well. However, that may not be possible, so I may come back later this evening, around kind of 7:30 UK time, and we may fly the return trip back up to Molde. Machar, I've forgotten to take off the seatbelt sign. You can now get out, and should you need to use the bathroom after all those glasses of wine you've supped, then you are now free to get up and walk around the cabin. The Norwegian landscape is something else, isn't it? It's an awesome part of the world to fly around. Look at that. What more could you want on a Sunday afternoon than to look at a bit of Norwegian fjords and other such goodness? For those of you wondering what, you know how on an X-plane you can go up and down the cabin in their aircrafts. If you wonder what's inside an A320neo in MSFS, you got a lovely view out the window. Excuse me. And if you turn to the right, it's a black hole. But then you can see out the other side. Just quite interesting. My sim is suffering this afternoon. Let me close a few bits and bobs in here just to see if that helps. Let's close that down. Let's close a few other bits and bobs. Let's close that. We'll try and get rid of Discord if it'll bugger off. Let's get rid of that. And we'll I'm just going to close PackX. See if that's making any difference. Hopefully it's not. Maybe it was. So we've got Streamlabs, Chrome, the Sim, and that's it now open. And Navigraph. See if that'll get rid of some of the stuttering we're having. It's a bit smoother. Anyway, top of drop is not far away. Well, when I say not far away, it's about 100, what's that, 150 miles, 140 miles away. Yeah, 130. 130 miles. Check out our 320 from the outside. Cool does that look. Norwegian. I think some of the call signs for Norwegian, but as well as North Shuttle and Norwegian, are red nose, and clearly you can understand why it's called red nose. But it's nothing to do with the fact that I've also dyed my hair red as well. That was completely coincidental that we have a red Norwegian and I just now happen to have red hair. Don't know if my sim is going to crash here. Ooh. Not very happy. Let's just sort Volanta out. I do need that open. There we are. I do like Volanta if you haven't used it before. It's pretty cool. Tracks your flight. You can see our departure out. Tracks you from your taxi from the gate all the way out. So you can see what we did. All the way out. We backtracked and then back along. And also your climb and cruise profile as well. You'll see the climb out. And then up to where we are currently. Injection, buddy, welcome. How's it going, mate? Welcome along. Mac Alt Star. There's 340. And hopefully should get Mac Alt Cruise any second. Mac Alt Cruise. Good stuff. So have a check at one or two of these engine bits and bobs. Let's see. So we took 6.2 tons of fuel. And we've used... Oh, come on, mouse. It's doing my head now. I may have to... I definitely have to restart the sim after this. For sure. There we are. Right, let's have a look. I'm good, buddy. Yeah, I'm good. Injection. Thank you ever so much. Yeah, so we've used 1.2, 1.3 tons, 1.3 onto 4.9 be 6.2. The bleed air is keeping everyone nice and comfortable in the cabin. 209 degrees, 188, then in the packs 13 degrees. Pressure, cabin altitude 6,200. Obviously, with leveled off, vertical speed per minute is 0. The diff is 8.1 and the inlets are shut as well. We do have electricity, which is always good. AC essential, DC essential. Hydraulics, 3,000 PSI across all three. Green, blue and yellow, and in the levels as well. Fuel, we do still have some left, which is good. 4.8 now, we use 30. We use 1.3 tons. 4.8 tons left. APU should be off, which it is. Nice and toasty in the cabin. Doors are still shut. No one's tried to jump out. Wheels are there. No one's nicked them as we've flown over any dodgy places. Flight control's doing what they should. System status is normal. How's things with you, Gally? These stutters are starting to cheese me off now. Volanta should have autosave. I wonder if when was the last time it saved this. 33,000 feet. So if we had an issue and I got cheesed off with this stutter run, we could go back and load back to where we are. That's a bit better. We can see what we're doing down there now. Perfect. Would I be better? What do you mean, Gally? Would be better on Twitch? How do you mean? go and get a bit of weather down in let's go and have a look what's going on here. Down in Kristiansand, 114 knots, Cav OK, 8 degrees, QNH. QNH still very high up here, 1042 down in Kristiansand. However, our QNH actually will stay the same because this is not live weather, because I don't think it was helping the case. Toby Ada, can you do the longest flight with the 7? I don't have the 787, buddy, so that would unfortunately not be possible. I just got the standard Microsoft Store version of this. I'm not paid for any upgrades to get the 787. I do have the A340-600 in X-Plane, which obviously can do quite long haul flights. And there is also, isn't there, the headwind? Is it headwind? Headwind A330-900 Neo for MSFS. I believe. I think which is this fella. So look. Yeah, this one. Oh, there we go. Which has had a new, I believe it's had an update, hasn't it, as well? Looks quite cool. I have tried it once before, but I haven't tried it since. I've only literally flown it once. So that could be quite fun to take for a spin. What's it got? Brand new exterior 3D model, 4K textures, PBR, new flight dynamics. So I'm guessing that much. I just have the stable version of fly-by-wing, does it? Galley, it all depends. I have to go out at about 3:20, or just before maybe it's 3:10, 3:15, to go and pick up my two boys because they're at their grandparents this afternoon. Hence the reason why I've managed to get a stream in. No worries, buddy. No worries. I'll still be here in 20 minutes, definitely. But yeah, if I'm not doing the return trip now, I'll be doing the return trip possibly later on this evening. Once I've got them sorted out and they're in bed, we can come do the return trip. 20 minutes, Gally, what we got left? We got... Yeah, and about another 25 minutes to London, if not 30 minutes. So yeah, definitely still be here, mate. Definitely still be here. Yeah, 216 miles, 14:02. Yeah, 35 minutes. Quite happily. What's from the other side? Can we have a look across here? Did those seem to have... Oh, just to say that, they're back again. So that must be Bergen Airport now down there. Is it? I guess let's have a quick look where we're at. Yeah, there's Bergen, and its airport is just off to the AirDog. Do I know how to connect to waypoints? When you say connect to waypoints, how do you mean? Do you mean in the McDo? Because if you do, you can either just type it in. Let's see if I can just pop one in now for you, just for example. Let's pick a one we haven't got. Let's have a look. So Utogi, what haven't we got? If we went from Charlie November 800 to Charlie November 807. You just literally type it in, Charlie November 807, and put it after the waypoint you wanted. Should just go in. There it is. Just goes in, and then it pushes the other one down. And to get rid of it, you simply just clear it out. And we can clear that discontinuity out. There we go. You have not got a good looking line in your flight plan. I mean, to be fair, if we were to have a look at this flight plan now, I don't think that's... it's not looking correct yet. If we zoom out, back to 20 for example, if you have a look at my flight plan now, at the minute, mine looks like it's all gone to pot. That's only purely because we're travelling at a high speed. When you slow down, this bit will all come back to normal. You sent it in Discord. Where's Discord gone? Discord, let's have a look. There's nothing in yet. Nothing in there yet, buddy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so you've got pretty much the same issue as me at the minute, where it looks wrong. It's only because you're travelling too fast. Once you start slowing down, that'll sort itself out. So once we start to slow down around here, or a little bit further back, that'll all sort itself out and be normal again. That's the only issue. And how can you put heading onto auto? You mean the 3 dash lines? Make sure it's push forward. If you pull it, you control the heading. Push it forward, it goes back into nav. Yeah, top of drop now. Very close. Very close indeed. Let's have a look. Yeah, just about 50 miles left to before we start having a look at a downward situation for this flight. So if you go on here then, Air Dogs, so you'll see arrow pointing downwards will be to pull, arrow pointing up will be to push. Push, and then downwards is a pull. KLM 1186 that we're chasing. Where's he off to? If we grab, let's have a look at flight radar, because that is an actual real world flight. Where do you reckon he's going to? Let's have a look. KLM 1186. Right, let's go and grab this. Let's have a look. So we just come down past Bergen. So KLM 1186. Where is he at? Where's that? Where's Bergen for a start? There it is. Normally a little bit behind, so we may be further south. KLM, that could be that one, is it? KLM 1186, there it is, from Bergen down to Amsterdam. Even though the plane is pointing the wrong direction, it is going obviously towards Amsterdam. It's at flight level 310. So we should stay pretty much on top. You can see the contrails there. How cool! That's actually pretty cool. Where's he gone? There it is. quite cool. You can't get it to work, Edu. Or as in, so... Oh, what's happened there? Let's go back in here a minute. Is yours just staying in a heading, as in with a heading on the display? You'll need to be on an intercept for an actual waypoint. If you're too far off a waypoint, then it won't actually go back to nav. So you need to be towards you, which yours will be a dashed line if you haven't got it in heading mode. So if you haven't got it in managed heading. You will need to be on an intercept point for the nav to actually work. We'll just put in, what temperature have we got? Just because I changed this to from live weather, what we got? Pressure standard, temperature 60 degrees. Not sure what to put in for this now. Well, we'll put QNH 1013 in. That should help out. Temperature, let's just put 14 degrees. Wind will be variable. We'll put 0 in. At 2 knots, that'll do the trick. And then the baro ref for the arrival is going to be 241. There you go, that should do the trick. That'll work. How do you put a top of descent ring in? So, if you go to your flight plan, make sure you actually, like on the first page, you haven't scrolled through or for anything, because if you do, then it won't work. So flight plan will bring you back to the top. Make sure you pick the top left line side key, then go to fixed info, and then you type in a fix. Like for example, we have Otogi to be at 3,000 feet by Otogi, so you use that as your reference point, or on any other arrival. You pick one of these points to be at, so your first restriction for, we haven't got one, it's just not below flight level 100, so that's why 3,000 at Otogi will keep us above flight level 100 by this point. So yeah, pick your first point on your arrival that's got a restriction, and you'd use that point. You then use your restriction height, for example flight level 150, and work out from your current height how many miles you need. So for us, we're cruising 3.4, we need to be at 3,000, so we need roughly 97 miles to do that descent. Then you put that in the radius box, and then that'll draw a ring. So this ring is 97 miles around Otogi. So any which way you go to this blue dash line from Otogi is 97 miles. And that way you can work out your top of drop, which ours is rather close. So let's go and we'll put 10,000 in to begin with. And we'll go down 10,000 first and then leave it. And we can work out on the way in how we're doing. And we are just going to put in the progress box. We'll put Otogi in, just to give us a bit of, 104 miles to go till we reach there. And you see just over 5 miles now to top of descent. And we have, don't think we have a speed limit anywhere, do we? No speed limits on the way in. So it'll just be the standard 250 knots below 10,000 feet. And we'll check out the airport in a bit more detail as we get a bit closer to work out where we're going to exit, what auto brake we might need, and all that other good stuff. But as you can see, there's the blue dash line. That is our top of drop, 10,000 feet. We'll give it a pull, and there we are. Thrust idle, open descent, flight level 100 is blue. Down we go. So what I'll do is, guys, I'll leave you as the first officer. I just need to quickly nip to the bathroom. I'll be back with you just in 2 minutes. But make sure the plane doesn't do anything dodgy. And I'll see you just in 2 minutes. Yo guys, sorry about that. I had to one of those quick bathroom breaks before we arrive. So there we are. Machar, you got a new emote, 10 out of 10. Top draw. Yo Gary, welcome back buddy. There you are, join you just as we start going down. We've got about 80 miles left to go on this, so it's not too far now. We are coming initially down to flight level 100 for now. And Otogi is our fix for the arrival for the... let's have a look. Otogi is the clearance limit. And that is also the join to INRAT for the initial approach fix onto this ILS. 03. So I'll check the rad nav. Char November 110.35, which should be... nicely coded up, 110.35. Missed approach, so we'll climb straight ahead to 1,000 feet. Intercept and proceed on radial 035 to the on the SVA to Ninto, enter hold and climb to 3,000 feet in the hold. Down at Ninto should we muck up. And 3,100 MSA around the airport as well. Cool. So at the minute, we look like we're going down, so 2,500 feet. We need to be down 10,000 feet. It's 30 miles to CN, or Charlie November 80, something or other, wasn't it? What was it? 805, not below 10,000 feet there. So 805. Let's just go and pop that in there, just double check how fast we're going down. Charlie November 805. So we got 50 miles and we need to lose 10, so we only need 30 miles, so let's do a bit of VS. Spin that down, 1700. Actually 1900 should do the trick. That'll just slow that descent down. We don't be too low for too long really. So if we just pull that back just a little bit, we've got 30 miles left to go to that point. After that we continue down to 3,000 feet, so we just need 21 miles after that to finish ourselves down for the ILS. You owe me this, Gally. What is it you owe me? But yeah, Air Dog, if you're class
just
cabin.
Subscribed. Welcome to the first class cabin.
Welcome, buddy. Thank you so much for your Twitch Prime, mate. Means a lot. So yeah, Air Dog, if you're still watching, there you go. You can see now, if we zoom in, that my flight plan now has sorted itself out, just about. I think we whacked that into plan now, where it was looking a bit of a mess. Now we're starting to slow down. It has now sorted itself out. So your flight plan should do the same when you start to slow down. But Gary, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. And also, Gally, I'm guessing that's got rid of all of the annoying adverts for you as well. That Twitch decided to run on my behalf. You're free of that now, yes you are. No more ads, at least for the next month anyway. So, 5,000 feet to go, 18 miles we need now to this point. Let's have a gander. We got 38 still to go, so that can come back even further. Let's try 1,500 feet. Nice bit of finesse with VS. And there's Valanta looking at our... Look, I mean, you couldn't get a much better flight plan to fly the whole coast of Norway, could you? That is pretty cool. Yo, Rube, buddy. How's it going, mate? Hope you're doing well. Actually, I reckon we can even get away with a bit more. 30 miles left. 3,000 feet, yeah. Let's go down a little bit slower. Let's take that back to even probably 800 feet per minute will probably do the trick, I'd have thought. Rube, you're studying now for your exam start tomorrow? Oh, wow. I'm glad Glad I don't have to do any more of those, I tell you. That being said, I left school in... When did I leave school? 2001. So yeah, 21 years ago I left school. $21 years. Oh, you bought the twin outer room. Is it any good? Have you tried it out yet? I keep thinking about buying it. I've seen a couple of other streamers who have streamed it and it looks quite good. Gally, you left in 2008. Wow. Yeah, I'm very happy that I don't have to do any more exams. I think the last the last test I took was what's the last test I took? I was going to say my driving test, but I don't think it was. I'm sure there's another one in between. Oh man, it'll be the ground school exams for my PPL. That'll be it. That's what it would have been. I'm also hella pleased I don't have to do those again. You went to college, got it. I didn't. I left. Got to 16, and I had enough of school and left. That was it. I was done. D-U-N, done. Let's go 400 feet now. I've still got plenty of time. Oh, and a class 2 license. Jeez. I mean, I do have to, for work, I do have to pass a medical shortly, so hopefully I can't fail that one. If I do, I'll just become a full-time streamer. That'll be it. There is Streamlabs spamming the chat yet again. What do I do for work? I'm a cab driver, Gally, and I got to do a class 1 license and class 1 medical as well to be a cab driver. To be honest with you, I know it's not the world's most glamorous job, but to be honest, there's something about cab driving. I just love driving, and if people pay me to take them places, yeah, class 1 and class 1 medical as well. Oh, that's what my licensing authority makers do anyway. It's not something I choose to do. That's for me to keep my license and keep it current with the licensing authority. I've got to take those two things, and also have it for flying as well. But that's SCAA medical, that, you know, they want to know the ins and outs of a fart, more or less. Is it possible to make turbulence? I don't think so. Not with the fly-by-wire mod. I'm not sure whether PACX does it for you or not, but not as far as I'm aware, AirDog. So here we are, coming down. That's above 10,000 feet here. We're going to make that restriction quite happily. We've got 9 miles left to go. Excuse me, and we've got 1,000 feet. After that, we'll jump on down to 3,000 feet. We've got an ILS ident already, which is quite cool. Oh, you mean to do the knowledge test to be a cab driver? Yes, I have to do that. Yeah, if that's the one that you're on about. Knowledge test. But when did I do the knowledge test? I did that. It was 2010. So I've been a cab driver 12 years now. Yeah, that was some test to pass. That was. I mean, it's no. Don't get me wrong, because I live up in Newcastle. It's nowhere near like what you see for the London black cab test. Because I would never pass that if they tried to do. If they brought anything like that in, there'd be a lot of drivers that wouldn't pass that up here. But mine, I mean, to be fair, mine wasn't that bad. You still had to study for the test itself. There we go. 3,000 feet. We'll come down to now. We'll go thrust, idle, open, descent for that bit. Kill a few fairies. Get the speed brakes out. Yeah, I don't know if you recall, it must be 5-6 years back now, that Channel 4 did a documentary on 4 drivers who were trying to do the knowledge to be a London black cabbie. And it followed them from the start of their knowledge test right the way through to when they passed out and got their license off TfL. That was one hell of a series. I mean, I would not have liked to have done that. No way. Mine was similar to that, but it was like one interview. That was it. You went in, you had your appointment, you went in, they asked you about, well, maybe it's 12 questions, and then that was it. Once you'd done that, you were done. Out the door, straight into your cabin, started to earn some money. That was it. Right, let's get the approach phase active. Yeah, I definitely would not have liked to have done a London black cab test. Jeez. There is a bit of Kristiansand. Look at that. The airport is just there. We could do with losing a bit of height quite quickly here, I think. 15 miles. We need to lose, what's that? 5,000 feet. So we're pretty much bang on-ish. Maybe a little bit high. You're a courier, got to speak to drove London. So, yeah, I mean, I see, you know, they go around on their scooters and whatnot, don't they, just to learn the roads and whatever else for, I think on average, it said it took about 4 years to pass the knowledge, or at least to be able to study enough to go take the knowledge test. But to be fair, I mean, I've had some jobs from up here in Newcastle. I was driven down to... I dropped someone off, when was it, 2 years ago, at the Strand Palace Hotel. And I did not like driving through London at all. Even though I was only there, literally in, dropped someone off, and straight back out again. I could not drive around London all day for loving the money. But yeah, it was... the job was decent. I got in, I got out, and I didn't get lost. But I wouldn't want to do that again. And then it was last year? I had a pickup from Gatwick to bring a guy back up to Newcastle. But what he didn't tell me was, when I got there to pick him up, that his mate wanted to be dropped back off at Wimbledon. So you know this galley from Gatwick to Wimbledon. I mean, I didn't have a clue, so I whacked it in Google Maps and that was about it. And just followed it right the way through. But yeah, he didn't tell me that he wanted to be dropped off. I just thought from Gatwick back up on the motorway, back home again. But yeah, no, he wanted to drop someone off in Wimbledon on the way. Which was not what I had planned for my night. That was a 3 AM pickup at Gatwick back to Newcastle. And so I left Newcastle at 8 PM on the Monday evening. It was a 3 AM pickup at Gatwick. And yeah. You've done it in an 18... Oh my god. I didn't like to do it in a bloody 4-wheel cab. Never mind an 18-tonner. Jesus. There we have. There's Lockstar, Glide Slope Star. We're all good. Let's have flap 1. Speed brake and go away. Used to work for a film crew. That's pretty cool. They shut down the mall. Wow. Was it a big film you worked on for them to do that? Oh, don't do that. We need to be below 215 knots. We are below 215 knots, aren't we? Oh, 200 knots, sorry. There we are, now we are. There's 3,000 white for the go around. We're slowing down nicely now. 8.7 miles. Definitely a bit... Why aren't we slowing down? I'll do it myself here.
2,500.
Let's get back to 160 knots.
2,500.
Should help. Why can't we slow down? Well, arm the spoilers. Auto brake is on. Why can't we slow down? We are just not slowing down, are we? For some reason. Oh, you did a couple of the season of killer. Oh, right, nice. Why can't we slow down? Right, avert your eyes. I'm going to pull flap 2, and this is going to overspeed, but I'm going to pull it. Just to slow us down, and get the gear down as well. Because we are shit hot and very close. They should have been on. That should have been on. Yeah, so nothing to see here. I've just pulled the flaps. We're still not slowing down. We need to be even slower than this. All the way down to...
1,000.
come down to 140 odd. Oh, this is the right mess. Let's just do 136. Not a stable approach. Right, flap 3.
500.
Minus one, galley. You just subbed. I can do better than that for you this time. Right, flat full. We are booting it down here. If I put that back to managed speed now, there we go. It's going to come back down to our V-app. 400 feet. I want to let that speed just come off just ever so slightly. Come on, down you come.
100 above. 300.
This is a Cat D landing this, never mind a Cat C. Right, here we go.
Minimum.
Give it a whirl. Minimums continue-ish.
100. 50.
Oh, God.
20. Retard.
Floating McFloat pot.
10. 5.
Yeah, it wouldn't like that. Oh, we are down. Reverse is green. We've got decel. Bit of manual braking as well, just for the shits and giggles. 60 knots reverse idle. I think that was more like 264, wasn't it? Galley wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. We'll go to the end and we'll turn around and get back off. 251. That for the fact that we couldn't slow down. And we probably landed much faster than we should have done. Then I'll take that for now. That was and we also had a FPS stutter on landing as well. There's all 3 excuses that you want for a dodgy landing that we had. FPS, too fast. What was the third one? FPS, too fast, and oh, we had an overspeed and an unstable approach. There we are. That'll do. There we are. Anyway, we are down. Welcome down to Kristiansand. The first time on a stream with the new ORBX scenery for here. So we're going check that out and have a look at it. Once we get ourselves vacated. Why did it stutter or why did it not slow down? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I flew this yesterday just to try it out, make sure it was alright. And it flew perfectly, no stutters at all. It slowed down. But I just did annoyingly, I did a Windows update this morning when I was mucking around. I wonder whether that's caused an issue with it. Because I try and leave the Windows updates as long as possible. And I don't normally install them, but this one... this one left me no option but to install it. You know, when you go to shut down, it either gives you the option to shut down and install the update, or just shut down. That option had gone, so I had no option but to shut down and install it. So I wonder whether that's caused the issue. Right, anyway, we'll just come to a stop here for a sec. And get that off. That can go to taxi. APU can come on, APU bleed. And we'll leave that all good for now. Let's go and have a checkout up here. But yeah, so I don't know where any of those excuses are valid, but I think we'll take all of them this afternoon. But yeah, 251 is probably not bad for landing at that speed. We'll get the stats from Volanta shortly just to see what speed and what G-force we actually plonked it on the deck with. But I definitely think that my sim needs to reboot before we do any more flying. Where are we going to park? Is that a nice gap next to that other Norwegian? Is that a gap for us, do you reckon? I think it might be. Let's go take stand 11. Oh, a bit further forward. Come on. There we are. See, I can't even get it to park straight without it sort of coming in. Look at that. Right. We'll stop there anyway. We'll get the parking brake on. And APU is available. So let's go and shut down engine 2, engine 1. And we can get nav logo light. That can come off, that can come off, that can also go away. That as well. And that too. Seatbelt sign off. Let's go and get these passengers away. If we can get some stairs for them perhaps. Forward door, passengers, external power, baggage, aft door and a bit of catering. There come the steps. But yeah, this is, like I said, the ORBX scenery for Kristiansand. Oh, some dodgy park as well. We had everything this afternoon. Dodgy park and dodgy landing, too fast, can't slow down, overspeed, unstable approach. And yeah, so it was everything. But yeah, this is the let's get Volanta, see what he reckoned. We end the flight now and we review it. Stats, what do we do? Oh, landing G-force 1.17, and that's got a landing rate of minus 177.2. So either 251 or 177. Take whichever one. I'll take the 177. Wasn't too bad. So how far did we float down the runway? More to the point. Was it in the touchdown zone? I think it might just have been. No. Was it? No, just out of it. Just out of the touchdown zone. That would have been, I guess, in real life a go-around. Galley, exactly, yeah. 177, we'll take that all day. That's not too bad. Oh, yeah, just out of the touchdown zone. So I think real life, if you touch down outside touchdown zone, it's an automatic go-around. So we should have done that, really. But yeah, overall, it was quite a nice... It was a nice flight scenery-wise. The sim wasn't behaving itself particularly well. Descent was nice. And everything else, but yeah. a lovely little curve around the northwestern edge of Norway. Cool. Let's go and have a quick look at this scenery before we go. So what time are we at? Yeah, 20 past 2. So I need to go out. What the? I need to go out in about 45 minutes. So unfortunately, I can't do the return trip right now. However, I will come back later on this evening once I've sorted out my boys and whatnot, and my missus is happy. Then I'll come back. We'll do the return trip. We'll obviously start off in Kristiansand. We'll go back up to Molde, because that's a cracking approach in. I don't know if you've seen what it looks like, but if I grab ORBX a sec, the approach into Molde is absolutely awesome. Not bad on the gates, no, but that's probably the closest thing that's gone right on that approach tonight. Oh, this afternoon. Yeah, if we go here and have a look at Molde, the approach, if we come in, so you can see right on the water, right, to got terrain to the left. If you come in on runway 2, what's that? 23, terrain to the right, terrain to the left. We've got water coming in as well. So it should be, actually not that one. If we skip the next one. There you go, look at that. So this way is an ILS arrival. This way it will be an RNAV arrival. And you can't veer to the right, otherwise you end up in the bush or in the drink as well. So yeah, should make for quite a nice arrival into there. If we get it for a sunset as well, should be pretty swish. And obviously a fully modelled inside terminal as well. But that is what we'll do this evening, I think, once I've done all my other bits and bobs. I even think we can even nip in the control tower, I believe. Yeah, I think, look, the control tower is even modelled. I just slow that drone down ever so slightly. We go forward a bit and just down. Should be able to go and check out our plane from the control tower. How cool is that? So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there just for this afternoon when I go and do some bits and bobs. Gally, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub as always, buddy. It's always nice to have a chat with you when you're in the stream. Airdog and everyone else that joined in. We got Reen, Rube, thank you for popping in, buddy. And yeah, we'll leave that there. We'll come back later this evening and we'll do the return trip again once I've sorted out my sim and other life bits and bobs have been completed for the day. We'll come back and do that. But for now, guys, I'll leave you with a lovely view out the control tower as we finish up the stream for this afternoon. Oh god, look at that stutter. There you go. You can see that plane there. Did it just landed or just taken off? One of the two. But yeah, like I said, if you haven't joined Discord, hit !Discord in the chat. You'll get to see when I post when we go live next, where we're flying, what we're doing, and all the good stuff that will come with it. But yeah, for now, guys, thank you ever so much for popping out on the Sunday afternoon with us for this trip down from Molde to Kristiansand. And again, Gally, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub, mate. I will hopefully see you again in another stream soon. But guys, for now, enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. I will see you tonight, or this evening time, and we'll go flying once again. But for now, guys, I'll see you all later. Take care, and enjoy the rest of the day.